Hi everyone, welcome back to Kingdom Moving. Um, I have a word for you, and he didn't lead me to this. He gave this to me. So we just gonna get right into it. God sets a boundary between light and darkness. This is Job 26. Well, you've certainly been a great help to a helpless man. You came to the rescue just in the nick of time. What wonderful advice you've given to a mixed up man. What amazing insight you provided. Where's the world? Did you learn all of this? How did you become so inspired? All the buried dead are in torment, and all would have been drowned in a deep, deep sea. Hell is ripped open before God, graveyards dug up and exposed. He spreads the skies over unformed spaces, hangs the earth out in empty spaces. He pours water into cumulus cloud bags, and the bags don't burst. He makes the moon wax and wane, putting it through its phases. He draws the horizon out over the ocean, sets a boundary between light and darkness. Thunder crashes and rumbles in the sky. Listen, it's God raising his voice. By his power, he stills seas storms. By his wisdom, he tames sea monsters. With one breath, he clears the sky. With one finger, he crushes the sea serpent. And this is only the beginning. A mere whisper of his rule. Whatever would we do if he really raised his voice? I, I don't want him raising his voice. Do you hear that? Job 27. God said, when he come, there's no place to hide. No place. God alive, he's denied me justice. God Almighty, he's ruined my life. But for as long as I draw breath, and for as long as God breathes life into me, I refuse to say one word that isn't true. I refuse to confess to any charge that's false. There's no way I'll ever agree to your accusations. I'll not deny my integrity, even if it costs me my life. I'm holding fast to my integrity and not loosening my grip. And believe me, I'll never regret it. Let my enemies be exposed as wicked. Let my adversaries be proven guilty. What hope do people without God have when life is cut short? When God puts an end to life? Do you think God will listen to their cry for help when disaster hits? What interest have they ever shown in the Almighty? Have they ever been known to pray before? I've given you a clear account of God in action. Suppress nothing regarding God Almighty. The evidence is right before you. You can all see it for yourselves. So why do you keep talking nonsense? I'll quote your own words back to you. This is how God treats the wicked. This is what evil people can expect from God Almighty. Their children, all of them, will die. Violent deaths. They'll never have enough bread to put on their tables. They'll be wiped out by the plague. And none of the widows will shed a tear when they're gone. Even if they make a lot of money and are replenished in the latest faction, it's the good who will end up wearing the clothes, and the decent will divide the money. They'll build elaborate houses and won't survive a single winter. They'll go to bed wealthy and wake up poor. Terror pour on them like flash floods. A tornado snatches them away in the middle of the night. A cyclone sweeps them up, gone. Not a trace of them left, not even a footprint. Catastrophes relentlessly pursues them. They run this way and that, but there's no place to hide. Pummeled by the weather, blown to kingdom come by the storm. God want to know, where you think wisdom come from? We all know how silver seams the rocks. We've seen the stuff from which gold is refined. We are aware of how iron is dug out of the ground, and copper is melted from rocks. Miners penetrate the earth's darkness, searching the root of the mountains for ore, digging away the suffocated darkness. Far from civilization, far from the traffic, they cut a shaft and are lowered into ropes. Earth's surfaces is a field for grain, but its depths are forged, firing sapphires for stones and chiseling gold from rocks. Vultures are blind to its riches. Hawks never lay eyes on it. Wild animals are oblivious to it. Lions don't know it's there. Miners hammer away at the rock. They uproot the mountain. They tunnel through the rock and find all kinds of beautiful gems. They discover the origin of rivers and bring Earth's secrets to light. But where, oh where, will they find wisdom? Where does insight hide? Mortals don't have a clue, haven't the slightest idea where to look. Earth's depth says it's not here. Ocean deep echoes, never heard of it. It can't be bought with the finest gold. No amount of silver can get it. Even famous authors' gold can't buy it. Not even diamonds and sapphires. Neither gold nor emeralds are comparable. Extravagant jewelry can't touch it. Pearl necklaces and ruby bracelets, why bother? None of this is even a down payment on wisdom. Pile gold and African diamonds as high as you will. They can't hold a candle to wisdom. So where does wisdom come from? And where does insight live? It can't be found by looking, no matter how deep you dig, no matter how high you fly. If you search through the graveyards and question the dead, they'll say, we've only heard rumors of it. God alone knows the way to wisdom. He knows the exact place to find it. He knows where everything is on earth. He sees everything up under heaven. After he commanded the winds to blow and measures out the waters, arranged for the rain, and set off explosions of thunder and lightning. He focused on wisdom, made sure it was all set and tested and ready. Then he addressed the human race. Here it is. Fear of the Lord, that's wisdom. And insight means shunning evil. And all of this, he want to know why you still don't get in his presence. You will be lost without being in his presence. And this is you. When it all come down, he all come bringing it all down. This is you talking. When God was still by my side, where is he now? Oh, how I long for the good old days, when God took such very good care of me. He always held the lamp before me, and I walked through the dark by its light. Oh, how I miss those golden years when God's friendship graced my home, when the mighty one was still by my side and my children were all around me, when everything was going my way and nothing seemed too difficult. When I walked downtown and sat with my friends in the public square, young and old greeted me with respect. I was honored by everyone in town. When I spoke, everyone listened. They hung on my every word. People who knew me spoke well of me. My reputation went ahead of me. I was known for helping people in trouble and standing up for those who were down on their luck. The dying blessed me, and the bereaved were cheered by my visits. All my dealings with people were good. I was known for being fair to everyone I met. I was eyes to the blind and feet to the lame, father to the needy, and champion of abused aliens. I grabbed street thieves by the scuffle of the neck and made them give back what they stolen. I thought I'd die, peacefully in my own bed, graceful, for a long and full life. A life deep-rooted and well-watered, a life limbered and dew-fresh, my soul suffused with glory and my body robust until the day I die. Men and women, listen when I spoke hung expectantly on my every word after I spoke their be quiet, talking it all. They welcomed my counsel like spring rain, drinking it all in. When I smiled at them, they could hardly believe it. Their faces lit up, their troubles took wing. I was their leader, establishing the mood, and setting the pace by which they live. Where I led, they follow. God wanna know, what you doing? He told you he will not be mocked. What's happening now, today in this world, oh, God sees. It's all him. And he just let you know he is separating the light from the dark. So which side do you want to be on? I hope it's his. I hope it's his. So again, get in his presence. That's the only way. That's the only way. You want wisdom? You want to understand? Like I told you before, you need to get in his presence. So that was the word for today. Those are his words. Those are all this. It's all of him. As I tell you, when you come to this channel, it's all of him. So, what do you fear? What do you fear? But I'm going to tell you who I fear. And I fear God. I don't fear nothing else. I fear God. Because when his wrath comes, there's nowhere to hide. He is separating the light from the dark. Those are his words. So, God love you. I love you. And be at peace.